So it's about 3 a.m. and I received a phone call for one of the pre-planning. What will happen in such cases is that I'll get my workers to go down to collect the dearly departed back to the embalming care center, so the embalmment can begin as soon as possible. And since all the details has been already discussed, I'll then liaise with the family members. So I was texting furiously and on the call with the family members to tell them step by step what's going to happen. Finding it so hard to sleep. I guess being a light sleeper helps me in this job, but it's really hard to go back to sleep because my body is in a tense stress mode now, because everything has to be perfect, because it's a once in a lifetime event for the dearly departed, as well as it's the final send off for the family members. You want to make sure that it's done in a proper and dignified manner. It's gonna be a busy day tomorrow again, so I shall catch some sleep before I start the day. Timing here is 6:53. The person passed on at 5 a.m. I'm going to RCC Hospice right now. So now I just parked at RCC Hospice. I only had 3 hours of sleep. It's 6 plus now, but I only slept at 3 plus. So you can see I woke up and came here straight away because although it was already pre-planned, the family members still sounded very kanchong, so I thought it might be better to provide them with the emotional support that they need most right now. And I just want to say that in this job, right, it can be very physically and tiring sometimes because family members, they have different demands at different periods of their time, and their emotions are, at play here, so you can't really blame them as well. And when it comes to this job, I feel that time controls you. On the contrary, despite what a lot of people think, the entrepreneurs have flexibility when it comes to time, nope, this is not gonna be the way. So you can see I woke up, came here straight without even having the time to do all myself. Look, so I hope I still look good enough for you guys. No, I'm just kidding. God give me the strength to do this job. God, please provide me the sensitivity I need to attend to the family needs. So hi, Harmony here. You're very committed funeral director now. Okay, so I'm actually driving now to Jurong. There is a case right now, so I have to cancel all my plans right now. I have a whole day of activity planned to catch up with my friends, like finally, until about 7 p.m. But I guess right now things have to be changed. I'm gonna wait for the doctor to certify the death before we can get the death cert. Thereafter, which we'll go through the details of the funeral, and then we'll have to act fast. Yeah, so this is your very dedicated funeral director, Harmony T. Yeah, I have to be serious at my job. I would have to take a couple of minutes to actually quickly sink into their emotions, get in touch with their emotions and understand their needs, as well as get connected to them. That's something I really enjoy doing because it's meaningful, purposeful, and you get to forge really strong friendships in the process. So I'm just done taking orders and speaking to the family members at Jurong West. It's a Buddhist case, so today's a little rush because then now I'm going to Mount Alvernia near Upper Thomson. There is a baby case. Yep, that's sad, babies to pass on to. It's a miscarriage, unfortunately, and I'm gonna drive over now. We just collected the baby and it's 9 weeks old, so it actually doesn't really have features formed yet, because when the doctor removed the baby from the womb at 9 weeks old, it really looks like just a mess of blood. It's placed in a cup now, and we actually the parent has gone with the option of placing it in a coffin, which will be going for the cremation later at 7:15 p.m. So now I'm going back to the office. Later I'll give you a snapshot of how the baby coffin looks like. Now I'm going back to the office to do some paperwork as well as to prepare for the case. Just done with the funeral, actually halfway through, but I have to leave because of the traffic jam. I'm going to Mandai now for the cremation of the 9 weeks old baby. So I'm done with work for the day for today. Just finished the baby cremation. It's a really sad thing. I don't even know, words can't even express clearly how I feel. No one expects the death of a child, right? If you really look clearly, because the sky is actually clear today and there are no high-rise buildings here at Mandai Crematorium, you can actually see stars. I really love stars. I love the nature of the world that God has created for us, and I see the beauty in all the small little things that people don't really bother. I could see stars for 20 minutes, which happened before in Croatia. Hi, morning guys. So today is the final day, the third day of the Buddhist funeral. Before the funeral itself, there will be a short ceremony where the monk will say some prayers and the MC will assist in, or rather facilitate, in the ceremony itself. In the past, there wasn't much MCs that are used in the funerals, but in modern days, people are starting to actually use MCs as part of the funeral process to help in the grieving process, as well as to help make the entire funeral more palatable in a way that people are able to seek closure. And I guess that's what's important, right? After all, that's what a funeral really is for. So I have arrived at the void deck.
感谢你在生之时给我们等等美好的回忆。来，请抬头，跟随在后面。我们的诸位家眷，我们的诸位家属，我们走在后面，走在后面。 我们来祝福何夫人一路西方顺风好走。我们全体请合掌。我们向我们何夫人行告别礼，全体一拜。